Rumors in Hollywood often disappear as quickly as they appear, but this time, the story hit with the force of an explosion. Overnight, social media was set ablaze by a single photograph. Jamie Dornan standing close to a well-known actress, their interaction captured in a way that felt far too intimate to ignore. The image was blurry, grainy, and taken from a distance, yet somehow it was enough to spark a wildfire of speculation. People didn't just want to know who the woman was, they wanted to know what the moment meant. Within hours, tabloids began publishing headlines questioning the stability of Jamie's marriage to Amelia Warner. Fans who had followed the couple for years were stunned. Jamie and Amelia had always looked solid from the outside, private, yes, but steady. Yet lately, attentive fans had noticed subtle cracks, fewer public outings, fewer affectionate mentions, and a strange sense of distance between them. No one expected these hints to turn into scandal, but the timing suddenly felt too perfect to ignore. The rumor gained traction when fans dug up recent sightings of Amelia appearing withdrawn during public events. She seemed quieter, less cheerful, almost as if something heavy was weighing on her mind. A few people even pointed out that she avoided wearing her wedding ring in a recent photo, though others argued it might have just been an angle. Still, once social media latches onto a theory, it rarely lets go. Every gesture became evidence, every silence turned into meaning. Then came the whispers from supposed insiders. Some claimed Jamie had been emotionally distant in recent months. Others hinted that the couple had been arguing more frequently. None of the sources were confirmed, but that didn't stop the internet from piecing together a narrative. Fans began analyzing every interaction Jamie had with his co-stars, especially the actress he was photographed with. Many pointed out that Jamie rarely got physically close to anyone outside his family, making this particular moment feel like a warning sign. Online forums erupted with theories. Some users insisted the picture showed nothing romantic at all, just a casual conversation caught at the wrong time. Others were convinced it was undeniable proof that Jamie had formed a connection with someone new. The debate quickly split his fanbase into two sides, one defending him fiercely, the other believing the marriage was on the verge of collapsing. With each hour, the rumor evolved, twisting into new angles as more people weighed in. Paparazzi made everything worse. They began trailing Jamie and Amelia relentlessly, hoping to capture the next big headline. Images of Amelia leaving a cafe alone emerged, and her somber expression fueled the narrative even more. Tabloids ran captions implying heartbreak, even though no one knew what she was actually thinking. It didn't matter. Hollywood thrives on suggestion, not truth. Meanwhile, the actress linked to Jamie became an unexpected centerpiece of the drama. Fans zoomed into the viral photo, analyzing her posture, her smile, even the angle of her head. Body language experts uploaded videos explaining why her stance suggested intimacy. The more people talked, the deeper the scandal grew. Every tiny detail was magnified and reframed until it resembled something far more dramatic than reality. What truly pushed the rumor into viral territory was a short video that appeared online a day later. It showed Jamie and the actress in the same setting, laughing at something out of frame. Jamie leaned slightly toward her, and she touched his arm in response. The interaction lasted barely 2 seconds, yet viewers replayed it endlessly, insisting it confirmed the worst fears. Even neutral fans admitted that the moment felt unusually comfortable for two people who were supposedly just acquaintances. News outlets quickly published timelines of Jamie's recent appearances, pointing out moments where he and Amelia seemed emotionally distant. One particular interview clip resurfaced, showing Jamie hesitating when asked about balancing family life with his career. That tiny pause suddenly became symbolic, proof, some said, that trouble had been brewing for months. Whether intentional or not, the internet interpreted it as evidence. As the drama escalated, Hollywood commentators weighed in, stating that this situation followed a familiar pattern: fame, distance, temptation, and emotional drift. They compared the scandal to other celebrity breakups, suggesting that Jamie and Amelia's marriage might be entering a dangerous phase. These comments added fuel to the already raging fire, turning what might have been a small misunderstanding into a full-scale public crisis. By the end of the week, one question dominated every discussion. Was this just a rumor blown out of proportion, or was it the first sign that Jamie Dornan's marriage was about to shatter? The woman in the viral photo quickly became the center of Hollywood's most heated investigation. She was a rising actress, talented, charismatic, and someone Jamie had been acquainted with professionally in the past. They had crossed paths during industry events, but never in a way that drew real attention. Until now, suddenly, every interaction they had ever shared was being re-examined with forensic precision. Fans uncovered clips of them chatting casually at film festivals, laughing during group interviews, and exchanging brief hugs in crowded rooms. None of these moments felt suspicious back then, but with the new rumor in play, everything looked different. Every smile became flirty, every glance became loaded, and every accidental touch became proof. Even people who didn't believe in tabloid gossip began questioning whether something deeper had been happening quietly behind the scenes. Photos of Amelia began surfacing shortly after, and each one seemed to paint a more troubling picture. One image showed her walking alone in a park, her face thoughtful and somber. Another captured her sitting in her car, staring ahead with an expression tabloids described as crushed. No one knew the true story behind those moments, but the narrative had already been written. Amelia became the silent victim of a rumor that was getting louder by the hour. Some journalists began reaching out to sources close to the family, and soon, dubious quotes started appearing everywhere. One source claimed Jamie was emotionally overwhelmed and struggling to balance career pressures with personal issues. Another insisted the couple had been growing apart for months, long before the mysterious actress entered the story. A third source even hinted at late-night arguments and tense conversations behind closed doors. Whether any of these claims were true didn't matter. The world was already convinced something was breaking. Then, a shocking detail emerged. Amelia had supposedly unfollowed an account linked to the actress. Screenshots began circulating online, though no one could verify whether they were real or edited. Still, the implication was enough to trigger a wave of speculation. Fans interpreted it as a subtle cry for help, a sign that Amelia was aware of something the public wasn't. Meanwhile, others argued that it was coincidence, blown out of proportion by people eager to believe the worst. Jamie's silence only added to the intensity. At a recent event, he avoided questions about his personal life entirely. When asked about balancing work and family, he simply smiled politely and shifted the conversation to his latest project. That evasiveness, intended or not, was quickly interpreted as guilt. Body language analysts posted breakdowns claiming he looked tense, that his eyes shifted too quickly, that his jaw tightened at the wrong moments. Even his posture became evidence in the public court of opinion. Hollywood insiders began comparing the situation to other celebrity scandals that started as tiny sparks before turning into full-blown infernos. They brought up famous actors whose marriages collapsed under similar circumstances: too much distance, too many rumors, too little transparency. The parallels were uncanny, and people couldn't help wondering whether Jamie was walking the same path. A narrative was forming, one that suggested the problem wasn't sudden at all. It had merely been hidden until now. What truly reignited the controversy was a new report that appeared in a British tabloid. It claimed that Jamie and Amelia had recently had a private conversation that turned heated, allegedly overheard by someone nearby. The article described raised voices and emotional tension, though, as always, no names were given. Still, the story spread instantly and became one of the most clicked articles of the week. Readers weren't just curious, they were invested, searching for signs of a marriage unraveling in real time. Meanwhile, the actress caught in the middle finally broke her silence, but not in the way people expected. She posted a cryptic Instagram story showing a quote that read, "Not everything is what it seems." No photo, no explanation, no tags. Just that sentence. Within minutes, the internet erupted. Some insisted it was a denial. Others believed it was a subtle acknowledgement of deeper truth. Either way, the drama escalated to its highest point yet. The final blow came when a new photo emerged of Jamie leaving a restaurant alone, looking tired and contemplative. The image wasn't dramatic, but its timing was devastating. People immediately speculated that he and Amelia were living separately or taking time apart. Experts weighed in, declaring that silent distance could be more telling than any public argument. Every sign pointed toward the same conclusion. A major shift was happening, whether anyone confirmed it or not. And now, as Hollywood watches with breathless anticipation, one question remains louder than all the rumors, theories, and whispered secrets combined. Is this just another fleeting scandal? Or are Jamie Dornan and Amelia Warner quietly approaching the end of a marriage no one expected to fall apart?